Hello and welcome to this video and to another weekly vlog. I am starting this on Wednesday, which is unlike me. As you can tell by the glare in my glasses, I'm just at work. It's been a bit of a testing day because we have a poorly baby. So Louise went to nursery yesterday and was sent home by about 3 o'clock because she had a temperature. She was then completely out of it for the evening, slept pretty well, all things considering, and has been sort of up and down today. So at points she's had a fever and then at points she's been fine, like after cat pole. So I think that's fine. I don't really know. It's been one of those ones where it's like, well, do we contact a doctor, do we not? And at the moment we haven't, but that might change depending on how long this continues. But yeah, she has been technically at nursery for 3 weeks and has already had to have a sick day, so not ideal. So Pete and I have both been working from home today. Luckily neither of us had many meetings, so we could, that's a text from my dad, because they're due to come up on Friday. So we haven't had many meetings. We've been able to juggle things between us, which seems to have worked okay, but is obviously not ideal when both of us are due to be working. Don't you wake up now, child. You're supposed to be having a good snooze. So yeah, it's concerning when we've never actually had her like this. She's had like the odd cold, but she's never been like this. To be fair, for majority of today she's been almost at her normal self, but last night was kind of scary because she was obviously running a fever and she was just there going. She just slept loads. I mean, she even slept on Pete, which she barely did as a baby, so she must be feeling something. Pete today has also said that he is feeling headachy and a bit snuffly, so I don't know whether he's now getting what Eloise has got, which isn't great because I'm not a very good nurse, and if they both get it, then the likelihood of me getting it increases, doesn't it? Let's be honest. And it's my birthday next week, so yeah, I am not in good spirits on it, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully, all things going well, she is fine to go to nursery tomorrow. We can do our normal Friday. My parents, as I just said, are due to come up, and they said that they will have her in the evening on Friday so that me and Pete can go out for my birthday. Currently it stands that they will be, but we'll see what happens with that one. So yeah, this vlog, I had one intention for it. It may go in entirely the other direction, but as I said, fingers crossed we actually get a decent week out of this. So come along, let's see where we go to. I now need to answer some more emails before baby awakes again, and yeah, let's see how we get on. Wish us luck. Alright, it's now Thursday. Yes, I am in the same position because I am at work, but I thought I'd jump on, say she's gone to nursery. She's been signed in. Let's see how long she stays there today. She was much better this morning. She was entirely with it, smiling, clapping, all of that stuff. Oh yeah, she claps now. I'll add that video and you haven't seen that, but she claps now.
Do a clap, Eloise. Clap. Yeah, well done.
But she was doing that this morning. Had her milk relatively happily, so fingers crossed she will at least stay till lunchtime, because all of my meetings are in the morning, and me and Pete have meetings at the same time this morning, so it would have been really hard for us to look after her this morning. So even if she just stays till lunchtime, that's a win for me. But hopefully she does the whole day. She didn't have a temperature this morning at all, nor did she like last night, so she's been when did we do it? When did she come down? Probably about 4 was the last time we did her temperature, and it was fine. So she's done over 12 hours now without temperature. She slept really well. So yeah, hopefully we won't have a poorly baby anymore, and that she's going to be alright in nursery today and cope there. So let's see how we go. But now I need to get back to answering some of these emails. I've got a meeting soon as well, so I better prepare for that. Right. Hello, it's now Sunday. She did manage all day at nursery on Thursday, so bonus. I think I said to you, as long as she makes it to lunchtime, that's fine. But she did the whole day, which is good and what we wanted. I need a clip for this, hang on. So yeah, she's like much better. She's still a little bit snotty and she's got a bit of a cough, but she's much better. The devil. There you go. So it's making, to be fair, she did really well at night, overnight. It's made the naps a little bit tricky for her. So yeah, she's doing much better. I think me and Pete are now coming down with whatever she had, but we will cope. So yeah. I thought, well, as you could tell, you were in the bathroom with me, you might not be able to tell, but I thought we'd try this. I got this Christmas, not last year, the year before, and I've never actually tried it. It's been on my to-do list to try for a while, but I just haven't done it because priorities, but I figured I've got a bit of time and I'm not going anywhere for a while now before Jeff. So I'm going to give it a go and see what happens and whether it works and all of that kind of stuff. So we're going to give this a whirl and then we'll see. I haven't washed my hair today though, so I'm not sure that was the best idea to then do this. So it might not work, but let's try and see what we're doing. So I've got to put that on my head. On top of your damp or dry hair using your favourite claw clip, not included, clip it on. So I've got a clip. There we go, it's now on. I don't think my clip's very good. I might need to get a better clip if this actually does anything. So then I need to half my hair and start with a section at the top of your head and then like wrap it around this. So let's have a look, shall we? Let's half my hair. Let's start with this bit, shall we? Section. I suppose I want to go underneath that, don't I? And then wrap that around the thing. So yeah, while I'm doing this, I thought I would talk to you about what I meant to be vlogging this week and then didn't. Because me and Pete went out for dinner on Friday, so my parents came up. They stayed on Friday night and meant that they were in so that we could go out, which we did. So we went to a local restaurant that we've never tried before. We also didn't really have a clue what it was like or what it was. It's just one that I've walked past a lot and it rates well on Google, so we thought we'd give it a whirl. So we went down there and I was going to film, but walking down it was storm, whatever the most recent storm was, E something or other. Don't know if I'm doing this right, but so it was the storm, which meant getting my phone out to film would have been pointless because you wouldn't have been able to hear anything. And then the restaurant itself was pretty dark and you're all on like high stools and like essentially bar seating rather than like tables, so it made it a bit more awkward to film that, so I ended up not filming. Pete did take some pictures of the food, so while I talk about the food I'll include those pictures. But it ended up being like small plates, which is fine. I like tapas. I like tapas a lot. It was actually our other option was tapas. So feels weird. So we had small plates. So we had some pork belly, some salt and pepper squid. Did I go the other way? Should we go that way this time? Maybe that would have been better. Salt and pepper squid. We had this like mushroom bruschetta thing. Arancini. Poor baby. Like an arancini ball and some like crispy potatoes. The potatoes were incredible. They were my favourite thing that we had. The mushroom bruschetta, not my favourite. That one just didn't seem to work for me. But the food itself was really good. The service, not very. They were so slow. So we had a table booked for like 7:30. We were maybe like 5 minutes late, and we didn't get food till maybe 8:15, maybe 20 past, maybe past. I don't really know, but yeah, it took them a good hour to get any food out to us. And considering it's small plates, that seemed a bit excessive. But then it took them a long time to actually come and serve us anything. And then when they did, the waitress was like, came back and was like, you said bruschetta, what bruschetta is it? But there was like one bruschetta on their menu. So I questioned, I mean she may have been new, I don't know. And I think I overheard them saying that everything was going wrong, so I'm guessing the day the service wasn't quite what they were expecting. I can't remember which way I've done this now. That way. Oh no, she's supposed to be napping, she's got swimming. So yeah, the food was really good. I'd go back for the food, but I think everything else let it down a bit. And I also didn't come out feeling particularly full. So I'm not sure whether I won't be returning in a hurry. There's plenty of other restaurants down Ecclesall Road in general, but in Sheffield, that we'll try instead. So yeah, we did that. That was fun. It's nice to have a evening out with Pete. We spent the whole time pretty much discussing holidays. I definitely haven't done this right. But we'll go with that. And we'll see what's going on, because I need to go and sort this baby out. Because she's obviously not happy with whatever's going on. No, the curl stuff. I think one side's going to be alright, but the other side might not be. Can I take that off now? And then allow hair to dry or wear overnight. So I'm now just going to be in this for a little while. So see what happens. But yeah, let's sort out this baby and then come back to you at some point. I plan on making brownies, maybe we'll come out then. That nap didn't quite go to plan. She did end up having about 55 minutes, which is good, but it was on me because she kept coughing. Every time she coughed, she then, obviously it woke her up, she then wiggled about, threw a dummy out of bed, didn't go to sleep, so the only way to actually get her to settle was to hold her. But it does mean I've now been sat in the dark for a while, and yes, this is all falling out, so I probably didn't do this very well, but it'll keep my hair out the way while I'm baking. So every Christmas I get a calendar, and this year's calendar has recipes on them. So I'm planning on making the recipes from my calendar each month, but we only have this weekend left in January and I haven't done it because we have obviously stuff from Christmas still, like chocolates and stuff, which we haven't eaten all of that. Last weekend I made a cakes as preparation to see if it would work for Eloise's birthday. So that's why this week I'm going to make brownies, and Pete and Eloise now go swimming on a Sunday, so that's why it's quite important to get her nap in a good fashion on a Sunday morning, because she then goes swimming at like 11:45. So why they've gone, they started this last week. I've been making cake, so I'm going to make these brownies now. So it's been fun to actually bake again, so let's get going with that. I forgot to record. Here is the chaos that I now need to clean up, and the brownies have now gone in the oven. So yeah, I'm gonna clean up my mess, tidy this all up, get some more washing in the washing machine, and then see what the time is, see whether they're gonna be back soon or not. The brownie is out. So it's got cool, and then Pete will cut it. So I've had this thing in for about 2 hours. I'm going to assume you probably need it in for longer, but it's getting on my nerves, so come with me and we can go and take it out. Right, we're back in the bathroom. Excuse the washing on the bed. It is clean, it's just got to be put away now. So I've got to take that bit out, and that bit out, and then... Okay, it does work. If I could be bothered with it. Like, for a first attempt, and for not doing it very well and not having it in for very long, there is definitely a curl to it. I've just got to work out a way of trying to get it tighter and trying to secure it to my head a bit more. I think I need a bigger clip for it. But I'm not mad at the outcome as a first attempt. It's a little bit like I've had my hair in plaits. And I'm going to assume this will fall pretty quick, but not mad, but it was just getting on my nerves, and wasn't ideal for today and the things I need to do, because I need to potter around the house. So yeah, but with a bit of more practice, maybe if I try it each Sunday, because that is a day where I know I'm going to have a period of time without Eloise. Not that that matters, but it means I can actually get it in my hair. I might manage it. So all in all, not as big a fail as I was anticipating, so that's a bonus. So it's now Monday. Sorry if the light's a bit dodgy. It's like 4:20 in the afternoon, and I'm just editing this video while Eloise has a nap. I realised that there isn't an end, so the last thing you saw was obviously me doing the hair thing. Those curls did fall out pretty quick, but there's obviously some work that needs doing in getting that better. Eloise is... she's not better, let's put it that way. She is in the fact that she doesn't have a temperature or anything like that. She's back to her normal self, but she's not in the fact that she's got a cough, which is affecting all of her sleep. So she did have a decent nap in the afternoon yesterday, so Sunday, after the one on me in the morning, which obviously isn't what we're wanting. So she did have an alright nap in the afternoon, although she did cough a few times in that, and once or twice throw her dummy out. But then overnight, how do I explain it? Basically, so Eloise goes to bed at about 7:30. Nearer the earlier side of that, because this baby likes her sleep, normally. So she had her bath and she went to bed at normal time, and we settled down to, you know, have our cake. We had the brownie. It's not as good as the BBC food. Good food recipe. It's probably a bit cakier as a brownie, and I prefer one that's a bit fudgier. but that's not about the baby's sleep, but that's my review with that brownie. So yeah, we were settling down, we were starting the traitors, and thought, cool, she's asleep, she's doing it, and then she coughed, and that set her off. So Pete went up, sorted her out. Again, she seemed settled, she seemed alright. Maybe 5 minutes in, she coughed, that set her off. And that seemed to be the way it went for hours. And then it didn't even need to be a cough, she'd just be asleep and then not and scream. It wasn't until about 20 to 10 that she finally fell asleep. And as I said, my baby likes her sleep. She was shattered. She wanted to be asleep, but for some reason she just couldn't stay there. So, and then obviously she got worked up about it, so wasn't ideal. So about 20 to 10 she finally fell asleep, and then was asleep. But then at about 4:30, we woke up to her coughing. So I don't know how long she was doing it before then, but that's when we woke up, and she basically coughed for an hour and a half. She seemed to be kind of asleep in it and it wasn't affecting her, but she was just coughing a lot. So I was a bit worried. We gave her a bit of Calpol. That seemed to help it a bit. And then again woke up at like 7:20. We thought she'd sleep for a bit longer, just because she is a 12-13 hour a night kind of baby. So for her to have like 10 hours is quite short. But today has not been fun for me. Partly because I'm also tired, because I've basically been up since 4:30. I think I'm getting whatever illness she's got, so I've got a bit of a scratchy throat, so I'm not feeling wonderful in that. But then to have her just scream a lot today for what seems to be no apparent reason, has been quite testing today, and not one I've enjoyed. I mean, she can't concentrate on something, hence the destruction of our front room, which I should tidy up, but quite frankly I can't be bothered. I'll just do it when she goes to bed. And yeah, it's just been hard. We went to Sing and Sign, which if you saw, I can't remember which vlog I mentioned that we were starting it. I actually find it quite disappointing, which really frustrates me, because I had big plans for us being Sing and Sign girlies, but we're not going to be. We're going to do this term because we've paid for it, but we won't be continuing after that. It's a good 30-35 minute walk for us to get there, and it starts at 10:45, which is such an awkward time for us to have a class. It seems an awkward time for most of the people in that class too, so I think they might need to rethink their stages and when they're doing things in terms of people's naps. But it means that basically she has to have like a split nap, so she has to have a sleep on our way down there and then a sleep on our way back, which she did do today, and that did seem to work. But because she didn't sleep very well overnight, it's not been the best day that we've ever had. But tomorrow is a new day. It is in fact my birthday tomorrow, but that will be in a separate video. So I think I'm going to end this one here. So if you've enjoyed this video and you want to, give us some love with our poorly baby, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already and you want to, please go ahead and subscribe. Hopefully we will be coming out of the woods of illness soon, and we've got some plans and stuff. Her first birthday's coming up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.